Welcome back, Pokemon trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and we're here in episode 39 of our Pokemon X playthrough here on the channel. In the last episode, we basically did a bunch of backtracking here on Route, I think it's 12, just before Coumarine City, just to deal with some more trainers, get a little bit more experience for our team before preparing for a grinding montage to get ready for the next gym. Which, of course, as I said, I have to fight Serena first, technically, before I can do any grinding, based on my pattern, my method of getting our levels here in Pokemon games. I was about to say Pokemon Go, but no, that's not Pokemon Go. This is Pokemon X. Anyways, we're here heading into Azure Bay, because it's, I guess, an optional section that we can go check out, but there are more trainers to deal with, more items maybe to pick up, and of course, more levels to gain for our team, which is actually not looking that bad. Currently leading the pack is Scales, our level 24 Bagon. He is an impish Pokemon, excuse me, with the Rock Head ability preventing recoil from all of his recoil attacks, which of course he has none of. He's holding Eviolite to boost up them defenses. Look at that physical defense, 45, add about, what is that, 22 on top of that, 22 and a half, you're looking at 67.5, 68 if you round it off. Good defense, special defense not as great, but that's what we got Axel for. Anyway, Shadow Claw, Headbutt, Bite, Rock Tomb are the moves. Next, at level 25, just one level above our little Bagon, is our starter here in the Kalos region, Springer. I had to stop and think, what is your name? Springer the Frogadier at level 25. He is a lonely Pokemon. I feel bad now that I forgot his name. He's holding leftovers for a little bit of HP recovery in battle. He has the Torrent ability, best stat being speed, of course. He's a quick little guy, also hitting pretty good with the special attacks, consisting of just Surf. He's also got Cut, Rock Smash, and Smoke Screen. Next is Axel, our level 31 Roserade. Almost said Roselia. Roserade did evolve a couple episodes back. Look at that special attack of 89. Not bad. He's got Poison Point for the ability, possibly... what am I trying to say? Inflicting. I was about to say conflicting. Possibly inflicting poison on contact when the opponent touches him. He's got the Poison Barb to power up Venoshock with Giga Drain, Stun Spore, Worry Seed rounding out the moveset, and he is a Calm Pokemon. Next is our little Safari Zone Dratini, level 39, of course, coming from Kanto. He has the Shed Skin ability, possibly curing status conditions. He is a serious-natured Pokemon holding nothing. He's got Dragon Rush, Iron Tail, Aqua Tail, Thunder Wave, and last but not least is Cliff the Clefairy, level 40, with the Magic Guard ability, taking damage only from direct attacks. He is a timid Pokemon holding the Silk Scarf to power up Strength and Body Slam. He's also got Flamethrower, Moonlight, and we're done with the team recap. So, something I've been thinking about, and I haven't mentioned it yet. Okay, wait, here's where the perspective change. Never mind. Anyway, so what I was thinking about was, you're a pro when it comes to water? You've got a Vaporeon, don't you? Talking about illusions. What was I about to say? The levels, that's right. I'm about as slow as a Slowpoke right now. Well, hang on. Let me focus here, because Slowpoke is specially offensive, and level difference is obvious. So I'm going to switch into Axel. Yes, confusion could be a thing, but we just went over how good Axel's special offense was, didn't we? I think we'll be good. So, when I asked the question back last Friday, I believe it was, excuse me, about should I use the Lucario, don't confuse, thank you, the Lucario and the Lapras as tokens, cash them in for injured Pokemon. I didn't really mention it. I guess I didn't really realize it until during the weekend, but it was a bit of a double-edged sword. Either one had pros and cons to it. Definitely, being able to bring back injured Pokemon and start training them up is a positive thing. Hang on, I gotta read what the trainer has to say. I gotta save my discussion for when there's like downtime, as I'm just surfing around. Those are some beautiful moves your Pokemon have. Thanks, you only saw one, but it was definitely good. Beautiful, I don't know if I'd use that term, but where does the water that Slowpoke sprays come from? Is it sweat? Is it tears? Why do you think about this? Why? No, don't put that much logic into Pokemon. Now here's the perspective change. Look at this. Look how glorious this looks. You have the sea expand. So, the double-edged sword concept is that by cashing in the tokens, I got back Pokemon right away. Can we really do much to you? We're going to try. So I was getting Pokemon back immediately, so I could start training, which is definitely a positive thing, but it does mean that my overall levels for the whole team are well below 40. For example, level 24, Bagon right now. Not that I'm looking down on you at all there, Scales, don't worry, nothing like that. But it just means it's going to take that much longer for my whole team to get to level 40, which is when I can re-add a previous Pokemon from an older game. Whereas if I hadn't cashed in the tokens, I currently would have only had Springer, Cliff, and Dratini, and Springer was at level 20, I think it was 25 at the time. So it would take less time for him to train up to hit level 40 and bring back a previous Pokemon. So either way, like, you know, either we do or we don't, we're getting a Pokemon back somehow, either from the injury box or from a previous generation. But it's going to take us that much longer to get back past Pokemon. Is this... Yeah, he's going to battle me, right? Do you have the Mega Ring? Is that what this stone is reacting to? Wait, no, he's not battling. I see, then you should take this with you. Ampharosite, is it? I see. Guess who ain't got no Ampharos on the team, however. If Karina and the Mega Evolution Guru have recognized your skill as a Pokemon trainer, I'm sure you can master the power of your bond with your Pokemon and that Mega Stone. Really? Nothing on this little island? What's this rock here for, then? Do you want to fight? No matter how much we fish, the ocean stays blue. So, does the ground never change no matter how much we battle? There's the Scorched Earth thought process, where you can basically burn up the... Well, I guess... Yeah, the ground could get darker if you burn it. Like, I'm just thinking of, you know, a fire, like, flamethrower kind of battle. But, should I ramble on about that, or should I worry about what this can do to us? I think it mainly just gets water moves, which means we resist, but our level does have us thinking we should switch. So, Axel obviously is the decent switch-in. I could go to Springer. I think I will go to Axel, though, just for safety's sake. Watch this thing have, like, Aurora Beam. It actually might. I'm not really familiar with Clauncher, and I think this is the first time we're seeing a Clauncher. It is... excuse me. It looks like, of course, a little... what would that be? Lobster? Is it? Or is it more like a shrimp? I don't know. It is interesting, though. Here in my neck of the woods, my part of the world, I live near a town called St. Andrews, and they have a big, like a marina aquarium down there, and they, you know, they have a blue lobster. What's its name again? I can't remember. It's a well-known local rarity. Blue lobsters are just, you know, rare in general. I think of Venos... I want to say PP. Whatever. And it's pretty cool. I went down there several years ago, and I mentioned this before, the touch tank, the sea cucumber, it turned inside out, all that stuff. You know, if you missed that, it's probably in one of these episodes of this playthrough. But they do have a blue lobster down there, which is cool. Defeat! Oh, woe is me! I'll sink this feeling of despair to the bottom of the ocean. Speaking of which, I think that's how a blue lobster does come to gain its color. The deeper down it is, the less light, I think, comes down through the water. So I think it doesn't gain any, like... you know, lobsters are generally seen as red, orange, brownish maybe. But I think if they don't get enough sun, they don't take on those colors. I'm not quite sure how it works. I'm too scared of the deep parts, so I just stick to the shallows. That's all well and good. Hey, another photo spot. Nah, thanks. We're trying to get some items. Now, I don't know how long it will take me to clear out... First of all, smash my finger off the desk. How much time it'll take to clear out this whole section of Azure Bay. Because when we get to this point here, of course, we're zoomed back into our standard perspective. It's hard to see everything out and about. You don't really know how far you've gone, how much further you have to go. Level 25 Tentacool can take a Shadow Claw, I believe. Also, okay, so again, breaking the fourth wall. It is still Tuesday as I record this. This should be Thursday as you're watching this. Unless it's one of those early access videos for channel sponsors. But it is still the day of the storm, and it's not that bad out there. I did do a little walking around. I had to head up to the old convenience shop up the way, and the way up wasn't too bad. I'm gonna heal, I believe. The way up there wasn't too bad. I was basically, whenever it's like a stormy day and I had to head out, I do what I call skiing, but with my boots. Instead of like step, 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 I slide, slide, slide to sort of clear out a little bit of some sort of a path for myself. But So going up to the store was fine. Walking around a bit, coming back, my ski tracks had suddenly gotten iced over because it's like not snowing exactly, but it's raining. Rain snow? Sleet, I guess you'd call it. Not really hail, it's not that hard coming down, but it's not the best of conditions out there. But it's not the worst either, so I'm thinking I could possibly keep walking my Persian in Pokemon Go and continue, for one thing, getting some items. Check this out. But yeah, stopping at my local Pokestops and grabbing items. Okay, I mean, there's got to be something hidden on this island as well. Are you actually serious? Nothing? Come on, come on. Any more Pokeballs just sitting around? No. So, I did extra walking yesterday preparing for today because I figured it might be too bad out there to get too much walking done. Wait. Yes! There is something in this rock. Star piece. Neat. I can get some extra Stardust using that. But one of my main things every time I go out and about, I don't know if maybe I prioritize this more than I should or more than other people or whatever, but I definitely try to focus every day to get you folks as many gifts as I can get to send out in Pokemon Go. Because I do have, very close together Pokestops I can get gifts from. And a day like this, I'm not that concerned about getting too many gifts. See, this is going to be a good place to train because we can get up to level 30 off of these things, like going 5 levels above the wild Pokemon. So, yeah, I think we'll do the grinding here as soon as we get prepared for that gym battle. Okay, I think we should be okay. Wrap is fine. I can heal up afterwards, of course. And that Eviolite coming through, so good. But getting gifts to send out in Pokemon Go is definitely one of my top priorities. I do kind of space it out where the Monday of the week I try to get gifts for like the lower level players. Tuesday I'll go for the higher level but not best friends yet, and then once Wednesday comes around, best friends, and I kind of cycle through that. Okay, wants to learn Ember. I don't think your special attack is that great. You know what I don't like though? It takes away the stats right here, so you don't know what your best stat is. Here's what we're gonna do. Rock Tomb is a TM. Actually shows Shadow Claw, but that's stronger. I'm gonna probably replace Rock Tomb just for now. I can teach it back, of course, using the TM. The multi-use TMs introduced through Gen 5 and continued on through Gen 6 and beyond, of course. So I haven't played Sword and Shield. What are the other things? Are they TRs, I think? TMs that do break now? I don't recall. Anyway, let's check the stats, because again, I don't think special attack is the best. Special attack is half of the physical. Just for type coverage, maybe I'm going to keep Ember for now. Not that it's going to help against his weaknesses, such as Ice. He's also weak to Fairy and Dragon, so... I mean, Ember is good against Ice, I don't mean to say it's not, but I'm not leaving Bagon in on an Ice type is the thing. Nothing here either. What? But anyways, I do try to prioritize getting gifts out there. See, when I add new players in Pokemon Go through our Raid Hour live streams, I got a little burp. I just finished breakfast. Sorry, very rude of me. But I don't... I try to maintain the friend levels and keep boosting us up along the way. Because I know for people out there, you need experience points to get yourselves leveled up. And the higher you friend up with people, the more experience points you gain. Now, this one is 2 levels higher. That actually did a lot, and it sharply or harshly lowers my special defense. So I believe now is the time to be switching out. We should go into... Since the defenses are not good on Springer, I'm going to switch into Axel. Actually, you know what? As soon as Scales hits one more level, I'm going to let Springer start leading the way. Because, of course, he'll be at a lower level. And then, as Springer needs to switch out, we can switch into our defensive Bagon. Okay, this is starting to look pretty good. We're doing okay here. This thing has Liquid Ooze. I don't even really care. Unless it has... Was it Clear Body is the other ability? It's got Liquid Ooze, though. I like how it does a set amount, though. Like, could you imagine if Liquid Ooze made it so that what you would normally heal back is the damage dealt to you instead? So if you would heal, like, say, 50 HP, wouldn't that be overpowered? Man, Liquid Ooze could destroy things. I'm kind of glad it don't do that. get Scales back up and running once again. One more level, we can swap you around, and things are looking... Okay, I'm not going to say things are looking good, because that would be jinxing things, and I'm not a fan of jinxing things. Jinx is an okay Pokemon. When are we going to find a shiny Tentacle? I still don't have one on Pokemon Go either. They've been in since the almost beginning of the entire thing. Of course not. The shinies weren't in there from the beginning. I still remember a friend of mine was one of the first people to get a shiny Magikarp when they were introduced in Pokemon Go. It was wild. I didn't see him actually catch it, but he told me afterwards, and then he showed me, and I was like, I didn't know they added shinies. Of course, when that happened, like, the shiny was not even announced that it was going to be in the game. So as soon as I saw that, I thought every shiny had now been added. But I kind of like how they're just rolling them out bit by bit. It makes each new shiny more special, more sought after. Alright, I think we've basically covered the perimeter of this section, this Azure Bay. I'm sure there's many trainers I've missed in the middle there, but we will deal with them accordingly as we happen upon them. There's also that weird cave. Did you see that earlier in the background? In the middle of this whole section, there's like... No, look at this! If we go 5 levels above this, 31, we can get up to like level 32, because we did fight a level 27. This will be a great place for some training! Nice! We're gonna need more PP soon. I don't like the acid spray. It doesn't do a lot itself, but it sets you up for a good, 1-2 combo to take down my Bagon without me expecting it. And when do you evolve? What time do you evolve, Bagon? I think it's level 35 and then 45, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, we get us a free... What? Here for a Sky Battle? Okay, first of all, I didn't even know you were there. I would love to do a Sky Battle. Still can't do it yet. Scales is not ready. We Sky Trainer can only battle with flying Pokemon. Yeah. But I will take this Dive Ball. Not that I use them, but one of my favorite cards in Pokemon TCG. I would say it is essential for any Water-type deck. Of course, Dive Ball lets you search your deck. Hang on. Dive Ball lets you search your deck for any Water-type Pokemon card and just take it. Not bad. Like an Ultra Ball, except you don't lose 2 cards by doing it. Kind of like a Timer Ball, but you don't gotta flip your coins. All the stipulation is, it's gotta be a Water-type Pokemon. And if you have a Water-type deck, that's not too much of a problem. Hey. What? Oh, where is it? We got Heart Scale. As soon as we can find a move tutor, that'd be great. Bring back a forgotten attack. Is that our second Heart Scale? I think it is. Okay, can we find an item in here, or a Pokemon perhaps? We find a Max Ether. I will take that. That'll be very useful, since I'm not breeding, since I'm not harvesting berries. At this point in the game, I would normally have like a few dozen of each berry, because, when I'm not recording, my favorite thing is, well, not favorite, but definitely a favorite thing to do is harvest up as many berries as I can get, because it's great. Alright, so I did have a super effective move for you. Not so much now. I think what we're gonna do is it finally time to switch in our Springer. I'm gonna give it a shot. Springer, come on. If you take a hit, that's fine. You get the leftovers. Just don't Rock Blast me 5 times with criticals, and I think we'll be okay. Think attack, that should be fine. It's not stab. And nice leftover recovery, which is going to slow things down slightly, because every turn you go through that animation. You could be saying, well, Professor, you could just turn animations off, but fun fact, I cannot turn animations off. Not that I'm physically unable to, but it just wouldn't seem right to turn off the animations. I think they do that if people are like speed running a game, but I don't speed run. I what do you call it? I speed pace myself, or I pace run myself. Whatever you want to call that. We're just going to simply go for a Rock Smash. Little tap on the head here. Finish off the Dwebble. And a little bit of experience for both of our current trainees. I'm kind of elevating Axel above that, since he is kind of the switch-in right now for when these guys need a break. But I guess he's still technically training. Do I want to go ahead and waste money? Yeah, I kind of do. I'm going to get these guys healed up just to be safe. I just heard more of the snow rain hitting the window there. making me second guess. Do I want to go back out later on? Technically, I need 0.01 kilometers walking my Persian whiskers to get her a heart for the day. I might do just a little bit more. I don't know. Advanced tips. You can cast a fishing line from a Pokemon's back when using Surf to move across the water. I already knew that, actually, but it's still good to know if you didn't know that. Because back in, I think even as early as Gen 4, you couldn't do that while you're surfing. You know, Oak would chime in. There's a time and a place for everything. Clearly, you can't go fishing when you're on the water. You gotta be near the water. But was it Gen 5 that they introduced the ability to do that? Or was it here in Gen 6? I don't know my generation. Stop rapping me up. You ain't Will Smith. Quit the rap. We get a critical, a Shadow Claw. No, but I think another one does do the trick. Let's see if we can bring this thing down. And I wonder, I'm starting to second guess. Should I go walking again? Essentially, what I'm doing for today, I'm trying to I've got so much recording that I can do because I'm not really going anywhere. I could just walk the neighborhood while I'm waiting for this video to save, come back, record another one. So I guess that I was thinking of this too as I was out there getting myself my breakfast for the day. If I was a character in a Star Trek series, I would probably be a Borg, because I find, first of all, I've found a rare secret section. Quite often throughout the day, just as I'm doing anything, my brain is usually firing through all these different, what is the most efficient use of my time and resources at this point? So, for example, I go out there this morning, I put the bacon on the frying pan, getting bacon and eggs, and I'm like, okay, so while that's cooking, I can scramble up some eggs, or I can put the toast in the toaster. Actually, put the toast in the toaster, because while that's cooking, I can then scramble up the eggs, and in the middle of all that, suddenly Willow wants to go downstairs, so I go down there with her, let her in, and I come back up, the bacon was ready to flip, the toast was about to pop. Actually, it popped as soon as I got back up there, and I'm like, everything is just coming up Millhouse. The timing is perfect. Of course, that doesn't always happen. We just picked up X Scizor, which is good. Let's see who can learn this. Very decent attack. I don't know, does it land critical often? I don't know if that's the thing. No, just a simple base 80 power, bug type move, 100% accurate. Nobody can get it, so forget it. We ain't using that right now. I think someone that we're gonna get soon-ish might be able to get it. I see something. I see something. We found a Hyper Potion. Who came down here and just dropped a Hyper Potion? First of all, thank you, sir or madam, but you should have kept that. That's useful. Hello, Slowpoke. So I think what we'll do, once we get these last couple items down here, I'm gonna switch. Best bet. I'll probably save it up just before we leave this section, come back for tomorrow's episode, which I should be able to clear out the rest of Azure Bay, and maybe we'll take on Serena? I think we should be in a good time frame schedule to do that. Alright, down goes Slowpoke, and a nice full heal here for Axel. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing the grinding, because we're going to finally get everyone close to, on par. And again, that was one of the things I was thinking, it's going to... Deep Sea 2? Okay, that's useful. I believe it boosts the attack of Clamperl, but it also allows Clamperl to evolve into Huntail if you trade it with somebody. And there's another thing. Do we see the Deep Sea Scale by any chance? Plus, I mean, what's the point of these? We can't really get ourselves a... Well, we probably could get a Clamperl, but we're not going to get a Clamperl. Okay, this is... weak to bug, double weak to bug. Everything else will be neutral. And given the fact that it might have special attacks, I'm going to be careful. It is Psychic Dark. I think Springer might be able to be okay here. He is a lower level, but let's ignore that for now. This is an unevolved Inkay. But just in case, we do have leftovers. Topsy Turvy. I love that attack. First of all, the name is awesome. And it... If you don't know what it does, it reverses the target stat changes. So if you've used Swords Dance a few times, they could Topsy-Turvy it so that your attack is -4 or minus whatever it is, based on how high you had it. Definitely a cool move. I like it. And I think it might be a kind of move that never misses, so even if you have double teams up, I think it still works. And could you imagine, you're like fully double teamed. I've got 6 double teams going on. Topsy Turvy. No, you don't. We're hitting you with everything. Slowpoke, would you get out of the way, please? I just want to grab that last item so we can end off. We're basically over time. I don't know what to do. We just stop now? Right in the middle of the battle? Nah, let's finish. Let's get these experience points. Hopefully this isn't too boring for you all. A little bit of essentially visible on-screen grinding. But don't worry, as soon as the battle against Serena is complete, any remaining levels that we do need to get, I'll be doing that in a montage, preparing for the gym, which, how things are looking right now, might be on Monday. And if it is, I thought... Anyway, Deep Sea Scale as I expected. It could be a YouTube premiere on Monday if the gym battle is coming when I think it is. Okay, but that's going to wrap things up for today, so thank you folks. I should look at the camera. There we go. Thank you folks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, of course, feel free to click the like button down below, and if you want to see some more Pokemon X content, check the link in the description to the full playlist. You can also subscribe to the channel for some more Pokemon videos, such as Pokemon Go, Pokemon TCG, online, Pokemon X playthrough continuing as well. We'll be doing more retro playthroughs as the year goes on as well, too, so stay tuned for more of them. And if you want to, did I say subscribe? If not, feel free to subscribe and click that bell notification button to get updates when new videos and streams and such are coming your way here on Professor Chaz's channel. You can also click the join button below to see what perks are available for our 2 tiers that are set up if you want to help sponsor my adventures through YouTube, through the Adventures of Pokemon. Alright, that's going to be it for today, so we'll see you here tomorrow as we finish Azure Bay and maybe take on Serena. We'll see what happens. Professor Chaz is signing off. Thanks, folks, once again for watching, and I'll catch you next time.